her judging career at Black Hawk East, where she had great success and graduated with her Associate of Science. Lainey is now competing as a member of the senior livestock judging team at Texas Tech, where she hopes to finish out her degree in animal science with a pre-vet intention. Thank you for being here, Lainey. Again, we will get started here in about 3 minutes with our first class of born and raised goats. If we could get Class 1 lined up at the gate, getting ready to go here for our kickoff to our Goat Born and Raised show this year. Ethan Brenton with 2 entries, Sage Turner, Blair Sanchez, Ryder Munoz, and Reina Munoz. Please be ready at the gate. First call for our second class, Ezra Martins, Cooper Sanchez, Cooper Walter, Kinley Snell, and Cooper Sanchez with 2 more entries. Born and raised class 2, please be getting ready at the gate. We would like to take a moment to recognize some of our producers that are shown here in this first class of Born and Raised Goats. Producers included would be Ethan Brenton, Jonathan Heinert, Spy, Clubs, Lambs, and Goats, Lazy VK Schnitzel, second call for class 2 of Born and Raised Goats, Ezra Martins, Jacob Walter, Kinley Snell, and Cooper Sanchez with 3 entries. Please check in at the gate.
Well, a really nice class of lightweights to go ahead and get us kicked off. And I'm really excited just to work with you guys all the way through the evening. The young lady I'm going to go ahead and start with, I just thought in terms of genuine shape through his center body and just being square and wide off either end, he definitely hit the mark. For a little guy, that thing's really creased up behind his shoulder, and I call him the squarest over his loin. From behind, he's definitely the biggest and broadest out of his pin set and through his lower stifle. I know he's not one to cooperate with her, but I thought a really good goat to go ahead and start us out. A young lady's doe is going to go ahead and be in second. I think just a really powerful one all the way through. In motion, I thought we could pick her up a little bit just off either end. She kind of wants to drop her head and round out of her hip, but I thought just in terms of power and being square and wide off either end, I thought she hit the mark really well. Young man is going to go ahead and be in third. I thought just a really complete goat all the way through. Maybe compared to 1 or 2, just not as out there in terms of his shape up high. Every once in a while, he wants to get a little easy in his top line. He's not near just as out there in terms of his feature and stoutness at the surface, but I thought a really nice goat, just maybe not quite as ready as maybe 1 or 2. As we work down the line, young lady who's going to go ahead and be in third. For me, I thought nice body shape, nice feature. For me, he needs to go better in motion. Every once in a while, he kind of wants to kick up in his spine and shuffle his hind leg under him. But I thought a really nice weather. We just need to fix a few things structurally. Young man is going to go ahead and be in fifth. Good job. I like that goat just in terms of his stoutness, a feature for me. For just his, I like his depth of body. For me, I like his just extension up front and height the shoulder. We've got to pick him up at the base of his chest and balance him up in his look from the side. He's long out of his hip, but we need to pick him up at the base of his tail head. A young man who's going to go ahead and round us out. I think a goat with a right future. He's got a tall shoulder and he's really extended up front and long out of his hip. For me, he's got to be bolder through the center portion of his body and wider off either end of his skeleton. But if you guys would, please go ahead and give these kids a really nice round of applause.
Coming back for the final heat out of Class 1, we will have Ethan Breton with both of his entries and Blair Sanchez. Class 2, Goat Born and Raised, Cooper Sanchez, 3 entries, Kinley Snell, Jacob Walter, and Ezra Martins. Class 3, Born and Raised Goats, please be getting ready. Briley Snell, Ryan Fireherm, Blair Sanchez, and Kylie Hockup. Breeders represented in this second class of Born and Raised Goats. We have 4R Livestock Enterprises, Spy Club Lambs and Goats, KLB Boar Goats, Second call for Class 3, Briley Snell, Ryan Fireherm, Blair Sanchez, and Kylie Hawkup. Please check in at the gate, Class 3. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors today. Our sponsor for our Born and Raised buckle is Laramie County Farm Bureau. We would also like to thank By the Cross Borders and Show Kids 4-H Club for sponsoring additional prizes for 1st through 10th place. And their prizes have also been provided for the Grand and Reserve Champion producers. Thank you, sponsors.
Well, another really nice class. The one I go ahead and start in my mind just blends power and presence from this side in a tremendous way. So I know he's just a little guy, but up high, that thing is just jam-packed full of muscle. The biggest and squarest out of the backside of his shoulder and over his loin, carries it back into just a huge upper hip, and he's the most shapely and the widest from behind. I love just how square and big that thing is off either ends. I thought weather was just a really nice place to start. A young lady's blonde doe is going to go ahead and be in second. Man, up high, I really like that doe. Just super big out of the backside of her shoulder. Still from this side, I think she comes with a really good amount of presence. Tall-shouldered, long-necked, and really extended up front. I like how easy she goes in motion, long and level off either ends. For me, maybe just not as out there in terms of her feature at this surface, and that's where he got beat. But I thought a really nice doe to go ahead and sit in second. Young lady is going to go ahead and be in third. Initially from the jump, I really like this doe. For me, it's in motion. She gets a little bit more up in her spine compared to maybe one or two, and we need to lay her back in the angle of her knee. She's kind of wanting to just get a little bucked over in terms of it. We could pick her up at the base of her chest, but still, I thought a doe with a lot of lines and look from this side. Maybe just a few structure things we could nitpick. A young man is going to go ahead and be in fourth. I thought a Weather who actually surprised me. Hands-on, that thing's really crisp and descriptive in his shape up high. For me, maybe not just the same kind of story, maybe just not as out there in terms of his feature at the surface, maybe just not as ready to rock and roll as maybe 1, 2, or 3, but I thought another really nice Weather. A young lady is going to go ahead and be in fourth. Doe from this side, I like just her proportions. For me, she needs to be picked up at the base of her shoulder, relaxed in the middle of her spine, and have some more set to her hind leg, but I thought just in terms of her feature and center body shape, I like that doe a lot. Young man's doe is going to go ahead and round us out. I like her center body shape. She needs to have more feature at the surface for me. She needs to have more shape from behind, but I thought a really nice class. If you guys would, please put your hands together for the guys.
Placings for Class 2, 6th place, Jacob Walter. 5th place, Kinley Snell. 4th place, Ezra Martins. 3rd place, Cooper Sanchez. 2nd place, Cooper Sanchez. 1st place, Cooper Sanchez. Placings 1 through 3, Cooper Sanchez, please plan to come back for the final drive. Thank you. Out of Class 2, if Ezra Martins would also plan to come back. So out of Class 2, places 1 through 4, please plan to come back. Thank you. Breeders represented in Class 3 here. We have KLB Boar Goats, 4R Livestock Enterprises, Spy Club Lambs and Goats, and Kylie Hawkup. If Class 4, born and raised, could please be getting ready. Paisley Osterman, Abby Wiley, Adeline Crowder, Briley Snell, and Ezra Martins. Class 3, please be getting ready. Second call for Class 4, Paisley Osterman, Abby Wiley, Adeline Crowder, Briley Snell, and Ezra Martins.
I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love this doe that's going to go ahead and start us out. Talk about just a powerhouse all the way through. She's wide and as square as they come up front and huge out of her upper hip and square and wide from hock to ground. Up high, I'm definitely not surprised. She's just huge and square out of the backside of her shoulder and over her loin. I just love, love, love that doe's power all the way through. A really nice place to start. A young lady's Weather is going to go ahead and be in second. Oh, I like that goat just in terms of his look from the side. Tall-shouldered, long-necked. For me, we can knock him back just a smidge in terms of his breastplate, but I thought I'd go with a lot of length and a lot of stretch. For me, he's got to be more genuine up high. Definitely needs to be crisper and more descriptive in his shape behind his shoulder and square over his loin. A young lady whose doe is going to go ahead and be in third. I like that doe's just outlined from the side. Kind of same thing for me. She needs to be stoutened up from behind. She needs to be bigger, and the sides of her just natural foot size, and we could still just knock her back just a smidge in terms of her breastplate, but I thought a goat still had some look and balance from the side. Young man who's going to round us out. I like that goat's just center body and power. He's really wide and square up front. For me, he needs to be stouter at the surface. We need to fix that goat just in terms of his structure. He kind of wants to round out of his hip and wind up in the center of his spine and then just not blend in terms of his shoulder structure to his full rib. So for me, if we could just wrap that goat up better in his look from the side and fix him just in terms of his structure. But I thought a really, really nice class. If you guys would, please go ahead and give these kiddos a round of applause.
Placings for Class 3. In fourth place, Ryan Fireherm. Third place, Kylie Hawkup. Second place, Briley Snell. And first place, Blair Sanchez. If Blair, Briley, and Kylie could plan to come back, that'd be great. Thank you. Producers represented here in Class 4, Lori Schinzel, By the Cross Boars, 4R Livestock Enterprises. Class 5, Born and Raised, please be getting ready. Cooper Schinzel, Callie Rosner with 2 entries, Kinley Snell, and Annalise Gillespie. Class 5, please be getting ready.
Another just awesome class. The dough I'm going to go ahead and start out with, I just call more my type. I love just how wide and square she is up front. And then my hat's off to this young lady. She's definitely the freshest in the shape behind her shoulder and over her loin. And still, I just call her the most genuine in her condition. I still love when she stops and props up, that doe's look and just lines from the side are really impressive. Young lady's Kate doe is going to go ahead and be in second. I like that doe's just natural stretch and reach off either end of her skeleton. She's tall-shouldered, long-necked. I love her, just her presence out front. For me, I need just more genuine center body. I need her to be rounder in the turn and shape to her center rib. But still, I thought a nice doe is really nice. A young lady who's red goat is gonna go ahead and be in third. I like that Weather's just center body, and I like his power, or like her power all the way through. For me, we've got to dial her back in terms of her condition and freshen her in her shape up high and pick her up at the base of her chest. But I like that doe's just practicality and functionality. She's just got to be more genuine in her shape. A young man who's going to go ahead and be in next. Man, I like that doe's just presence from the side, long and level. I like his stretch. For me, it's a few structural things. We got to level him out of his hip, and then at the same time, he needs to be picked up at the base of his chest. He needs more just substance through his center body. Young lady's going to round us out. I thought just a really practical type of a weather. For me, we've got to also dial him back in terms of his condition, freshen him in his shape up high, and just add more power down the top side. But I thought a really nice class. If you guys would, please give these kids a round of applause. Good job.
Placings for Class 4. In 5th place, Paisley Osterman. 4th place, Ezra Martins. 3rd place, Briley Snell. 2nd place, Adeline Crowder. And 1st place, Abby Wiley. Coming back for the final heat will be Briley, Adeline, and Abby. Ezra will also be coming back out of that class for the final drive. Producers recognized in Class 5 here. We have Lazy VK Boars, By the Cross Boars, and KLB Boar Goats. Exhibitors coming back for the final drive. From Class 1, Ethan Brenton, Blair Sanchez, and Ethan Brenton. From Class 2, Cooper Sanchez with 3 entries, and Ezra Martins. From Class 3, Blair Sanchez, Briley Snell, and Kylie Hockup. From Class 4, Abby Wiley, Adeline Crowder, Briley Snell, and Ezra Martins. If you are called back for the final drive, please be getting ready. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors for today's Born and Raised show, Laramie County Farm Bureau, By the Cross Boars, and Show Kids 4-H Club.
Guys, I want to be completely just 100% with you. We got a really, really tough, just top pair. I'm going to be honest. The one that I go ahead and start's just more my speed. I love that, whether it's just proportionality from the side, tall, long, and extended. In motion, I call him my favorite compared to two. For me, I just love his look, levelness of lines, and still he's big and square out of the backside of his shoulder and over his loin. I love just how broad he is out front and still square and laid back in the angle of his knee. I like that weather just in terms of the build to his hind leg quite a bit more. He's way square from hock to ground. I like that weather quite a bit. Young lady who's going to go ahead and be in second, just a powerhouse, if you will. Just wide, square, and round as they make him all the way through. For me, I call him a little bit short off either end to be more my type. I like to clean him up on the backside of his neck and shoulder and lengthen him out of his hip and let him go with just more flexibility and reach in motion. But if you're just one that just wants power, just stoutness and feature, he could surely be your guy. I want to give a shout out. I also like that Buck's just natural, just skull shape and ear length that really just super stout. I like that goat, just power all the way through. Like I said, for me, he's just got to go better in motion. We've got to lengthen him off either end of his skeleton. A young lady is going to be in third. I know I really talked up my top two, but I still think this one's wicked good. For me, maybe just not as out there in terms of his proportions. We could clean him up just in terms of his breastplate, stouten him up at the surface. For me, the biggest thing was he needs more shape from behind. He needs to be more descript up high. But I thought a weather with some look and just a really complete in terms of his kind. A young lady is going to go ahead and be in next. I like that goat's just power through his center body and stoutness at the surface. Once again, we've got to make him more genuine and descript up high. We need to dial him back just in terms of his condition, just a smidge, shaping him up. But I thought a weather with the bright future and a lot of things I like. For me, maybe just doesn't wrap it up in the same kind of combination as our ones ahead. Young man who's going to round us out, whether he's got some shape up high. For me, we need to modify him in terms of the angle of his knee. We need to level him out of his hip and shaping him up quite a bit. But I thought a really nice class. If you guys would, please give these kids a round of applause.
Placings for Class 5. In 5th place, Cooper Schinzel. 4th place, Kinley Snell. 3rd place, Callie Rosner. 2nd place, Callie Rosner. And 1st place, Annalise Gillespie. Coming back for the final drive out of that class is Callie with 2 entries and Annalise. There was a phone found in the bathrooms, kind of down in the back corner by the wash racks. If you have lost a phone in one of the women's restrooms, it is up here at the announcer's stand. Exhibitors coming back for final drive. Correction, also coming back from Class 5 will be Kinley Snell. Exhibitors coming back for the final drive. Class 1, Ethan Brenton, Blair Sanchez, and Ethan Brenton. Class 2, Ezra Martins, Cooper Sanchez, and Cooper Sanchez. Class 3, Briley Snell, Blair Sanchez, and Kylie Hawkup. Class 4, Abby Wiley, Adeline Crowder, Briley Snell, and Ezra Martins. Class 5, Callie Rosner, Kinley Snell, and Annalise Gillespie. In this final drive, we would like to take a moment and recognize all of our breeders, as well as the exhibitors. Ethan Breton has 2 entries, both bred by Ethan Breton. Adeline Crowder with a goat bred by 4R Livestock Enterprises. Annalise Gillespie with a goat by the Cross Boars. Kylie Hockup with a goat bred by Kylie Hockup. Ezra Martins with 2 entries, both entries from 4R Livestock Enterprises. Callie Rosner with 2 entries, both by the Cross Boars. Cooper Sanchez with 3 entries, all by Spy Club Lambs and Goats. Blair Sanchez with 2 entries, both by Spy Club Lambs and Goats. Briley Snell with an entry from Lori Schinzel. Briley Snell with an entry from KLB Boar Goats. Kinley Snell with an entry from KLB Boar Goats. And Abby Wiley with a goat from By the Cross Boars. Congratulations, exhibitors and producers, for making it to the final drive of the 2026 Laramie County Fair Born and Raised Goat Youth Show.
Well, it's been an absolute of a privilege to be with you guys tonight. You guys have been just awesome. I want to go ahead and thank the Laramie County Fair for having me out. Once again, you guys have been just great to work with. You guys are some awesome kids, and you have some really great projects. I would also like to give a thank you just to my friends and family for just always giving me some advice and words of encouragement. I would also like to thank my mom, especially for her coming all the way to Wyoming. It was really fun for this Oklahoma gal. So if you guys would, it's been an awesome, awesome privilege to be here. Please give these kiddos one last round of applause. I'll go ahead and get you picked out at Grand and Reserve, or top 10 actually, I think. So that's pretty awesome. But thank you guys.
All right, if you could just bear with us for one moment while we make sure that the announcer up here has the correct placings, and we will announce our overall Born and Raised Go placings. Placings for your overall 2026 Laramie County Fair Goat Born and Raised Show. 10th place, Blair Sanchez. 9th place, Abby Wiley. 8th place, Callie Rosner. 7th place, Cooper Sanchez. 6th place, Ethan Brenton. 5th place, Cooper Sanchez. 4th place, Callie Rosner. 3rd place, Blair Sanchez. 2nd place, exhibited by Annalise Gillespie and produced by the Cross Boars. And your first place was exhibited by Cooper Sanchez and bred by Spy Clubs, Lambs, and Goats. Congratulations, everyone.